Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you through a pretty cool video game on the PC how to, well, build your own computer. So this is called PC Building, what's it called again? Yeah, PC Building Simulator. So this game is in really early development, but so far it's basically a game where it sort of in-depth teaches you how to build your own computer, from ordering to building to cabling and all that stuff, on all the fun stuff on how to make a computer. But what I really want to showcase in the video is how easy it actually is, or how relatively easy it actually is to build your own computer. So for all of you who are holding off on building a computer because you think it's too complicated, I'm going to debunk that myth with this video. And for those who think it's too expensive, there are so many videos and guides up there on the internet which teaches you how to make the best possible PC for the budget you have. So for those of you who are on a tight budget, you can make a pretty decent PC for about $400, which is maybe a bit more expensive than consoles today. But again, a PC does more than just play games. It's basically your whole workstation, which does all your homework, your editing, all that stuff. Before I ramble on too much, let's actually play the game. So the game's gonna pop up with all these black boxes with tutorials in them, and I'm gonna leave them up there for a couple seconds so you can pause the video if you actually do want to read them, because they actually do give you real life tips on how to build a computer. So I'm just gonna leave them up for a couple seconds and then show you. I'm going to show you myself too, so you don't really have to read them. But again, the game is in early development right now. You can they have a shop where you can buy stuff, but right now they actually don't have any choices. They only have one of each, I think. So again, when the game fully comes out, they will have a lot more choices, and you'll have to learn how to manage your. I have a $2,000 budget right there, and also they will add a career mode, which you can have a job and you can earn more money, so you can handle your budget more and stuff. But right now, you only have $2,000 and you have one choice. So that is another confusing part about getting to PC gaming, is how to handle your money and which parts to buy, which that also turns a lot of people away from it. But again, the internet is your best friend when it comes to all that stuff. So let's start by buying our stuff. So I'm going to buy one GPU, which is the GTX 680. Wow, how old is this game, man? We have a dummy CPU. Okay. Motherboard, let's just buy it. There's only one choice. I'm going to buy 2 hard drives just because I want to. 1 power supply, in case I don't need it. A couple fans, and who the hell needs a DVD drive these days? Come on. Now, if I go back, as you can see, I have $650 left. So again, you do not have to spend, what, $1,400 or $1,300 on a computer. That is a lot of money for a lot of people, and I totally get that. But as I've said multiple times, you can make a really good computer that is much better than console for $400 to $500. I'm not gonna lie and say like, oh, you can build a good game PC for the same price as console, mainly because consoles are getting really cheaper now, and if to build a $300 game PC, you're just not gonna get the best bang for buck. They might be better than a console by a little bit. You really do want to invest a little bit more money when it comes to PC gaming. That is, I'm not gonna be like a PC elitist and say that, oh, consoles are totally bad. No. Anyways, I keep going off topic here. Let's actually start. So here's your case. So right now it may look confusing, but I'm gonna show you step by step how easy it actually is. So the first thing you want to do, let's go into your inventory. The first thing you want to do is actually install the standoffs. So yeah, it said there. Sorry, I didn't freaking pause it there. You could pause the video. The black box showed up. Where are the standoffs? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Okay, there you go. We have 10 standoffs. So standoffs can be a little bit confusing because it all depends on the form factor of your motherboard. Yeah, all the tips are here. So they will be in different holes. If you have a mini ATX, that means it's a smaller motherboard. If you have a full ATX, that means it's the full size, this full rectangle. Micro ATX is smaller than ATX. There are also bigger motherboards that are bigger than the ATX, but those are for like specialized PCs and stuff like that. This is for gaming PC, and the biggest is the ATX form factor. So I'm gonna press T. There we go. So install the 10 standoffs. So if you do have an ATX motherboard, you would have to, for this case in particular, and for most gaming cases, you would have to install all the standoffs on each hole. So again, also for future reference, this is, you can pause it if you want, this case is a full ATX form factor, a full ATX case, meaning that the max motherboard it can support is the full ATX, which is the motherboard that we have. If we go to motherboard, that is a full ATX size motherboard, so that means it takes up this whole rectangle. But before we install the motherboard, you do want to install the power supply first. Because actually in real life when you build a PC, you would want to do all your motherboard installing. You would usually want to do it, a lot of people prefer to do it outside of the case onto the motherboard box, but of course you have to install the standoffs first. So then the first thing you want to install in your case is the power supply, which we have a 500 watt power supply here. You just slide it into there. Stupid tutorial, man. You would slide it into there, and you would have cables running off, but this looks like there are 0 cables there. Oh, so it highlights all the steps for you. So next thing is the IO shield, which actually the order here that they suggest is kind of weird, but I'm just gonna follow it. You can do it in any order you want, but there are some easier ways to do it. You always usually want to have the power supply in first, and then you would put in your IO shield. Next, you would install your motherboard. So again, this is just one way to do it. A lot of people suggest and prefer that you get out the motherboard box, put the motherboard on the box, and then install the CPU outside of the case. But in this case, in this game, they choose to put all the stuff in the case, do all the building inside the case. So I'm going to install the motherboard there. Now we're going to install the CPU. Just open the CPU shield right there. You would pull that thing, depending if you have an Intel, the CPU shield, the CPU installation is different from an AMD CPU. Let's put in our dummy CPU here, install that there, close the shield. Now we need to get the thermal paste to put on the cooler, which I'm pretty sure a tutorial will kindly tell us. Let's go to miscellaneous and thermal paste. So there we go. The information of thermal paste is on the screen if you want to read that. Install it on top of there. There we go. So now you want to install the cooler, which is in cooling, and it is a stock cooler. Most CPUs, Intel CPUs and AMD CPUs, they come with a stock CPU cooler where you can't do any overclocking on whatsoever, because if you do, you're gonna overheat your CPU and problems will happen. So if you are planning on overclocking your CPU, you might want to invest in a better and a beefier stock cooler, or maybe even water cooling. But this is just a nice stock cooler fan that comes with the CPU usually. So now we're installing the graphics card or the GPU. Now for gaming, PC gamers, this should be the most expensive part of your build. It should be the one that is, you know, the best, because that is what is gonna affect your gaming and your frame rate and stuff like that. So let's install our graphics card, which is the 680, which is kind of old, really old now. Install it there. You put it on the PCI Express slot on the motherboard. Now install the RAM. So let me you take out all of these, I don't even know, the levers on the side of the RAM slot. And the RAM is really so simple. It's so easy to install. You just, take out those things as you saw me do. Where is it? There we go. And then you put it in each of the hole, and you have to it clicks into place, and it is so satisfying. I'll install the hard drives. I have 4 for some reason. I thought I bought 2, but whatever. You would put them there, and I'm actually gonna keep installing my other ones because I bought more. There we go. So now we're gonna install the fans that I bought. I have 2 fans, I think. Cooling, 3 fans. So you put them there, and now, okay, it says here that the last part is cabling, which is the part that can get a little bit confusing, but I'm gonna try to simplify it here in this video. So I'm gonna actually install the last fan we have there. There we go. So now the fan slots are filled, the hard drive slots are all filled. And by the way, this is where you would put your DVD reader, in this little section here. But since it's 2017, and who the hell watches DVDs anymore? But I really do want to show you everything, so I'm just gonna do it anyways. Let's go to miscellaneous DVD reader. You would put it. Wow, they don't even tell you how to do it. Okay, apparently you can't even do it. I think I forgot to buy it earlier, so it skipped the DVD step. But I think the game is kind of sending us a message here that who the hell uses DVDs anymore. So now let's get to cabling. So I'm gonna go to press F1 and go to cabling. So now the game simplifies it really nicely here. So you would highlight each thing, and the cabling, there's no particular order. I'm just gonna do the GPU first. So I think this uses a 6-pin. Yeah, there we go. So it uses a 6-pin PCIe power cable, which comes, and all the cables, or most of the cables, come from the power supply, and the fans have cables too. And I think this one is I can't even see. I think it's an 8-pin. I think it's an 8-pin PCIe. Yeah, it's an 8-pin. So this graphics card kind of needs a lot of power because it needs a 6-pin and 8-pin, but that's pretty standard now. Here we have, I'm pretty sure that's I think that's a fan cable. Yeah, that's a fan cable. So those little 3-pin connectors on the motherboard are usually installed for fans. So if you're confused by all the stuff, just look at the cables and look at the pins, and if they match and if they're near the part, then it's probably for it. So this one is it's right next to the fan slot. So, and the fan cable matches that slot. So that's the fan cable. The same for this one right here. I think it's 3 or 4 pin. I can't really tell. You would do the fan cable, and there we go. It comes from the fan to the motherboard. Next one, we have the CPU. This thing on the top left powers the CPU, which is the EPS 12 volt one. Next, we have this thing. This is this is another fan cable, but it's a fan cable for the CPU stock cooler fan. It's where is it? Fan cable. There we go. Yeah. And next one, we have the huge 24-pin ATX one, which powers the whole power supply. There we go. As you can see, the 20/24-pin ATX power cable provides power to the whole motherboard. Feel free to read all these tutorials and pause the video, because they really do offer some really good information for real life actually building a computer. Are we done? Oh yeah, the SATA. Okay. Hello. There you go. So you put the big one is the SATA power. Yeah, it's a 15-pin cable, and it powers the drives, and the SATA, the normal SATA, is what transfers the data, like the information stuff. Yeah, there you go. You see it all there. Transfers all the information on the data. And so I have 4 of them. You have to do it 4 times. Last SATA power, and then 3 more SATA cables. And are we done? So I'm pretty sure we're all good now. So let's go to mount and install a drive cover. There. Now, let us put on the side panel. Oh, this is the front panel. There we go. Now, let's turn it around. Turn it around. The controls are kind of so hard. Put in the back panel here. There we have it, guys. Our fully finished PC. Am I missing stuff though? I don't think so. I don't know if there's a last step to it, like turning it on and hook it up, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is done. It's done. You built your PC. So of course in real life it's not gonna take like 15 minutes or however long this video is, but really it is this simple basically. Maybe cabling it might be a little bit of an issue, and cable management is something that you kind of want to work on, but if you work hard, if you dedicate maybe a couple hours of your day towards it, you can finish it pretty quickly, pretty efficiently. And again, as I said before, if you have any problems or anything, if you're confused, just look it up on YouTube or on the internet. And I would suggest YouTube because videos are really helpful, super fun, and so rewarding once you turn it on and it works and your Windows is on there. So the last step would actually be to install like your operating system, whether it be Windows, Linux, or that's it. You can't do that here, but that would be the last step. You would hook up your keyboard, hook up your monitor, turn it on, and you have a fully functioning, awesome gaming PC. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it doesn't get too confusing or too long, but this is how basically to build your own computer. And this game is still early in development, so please excuse the graphics and the lack of, features and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you really are serious into getting to PC gaming, you are welcome in the PC gaming community. We'll love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and well, happy PC building. Peace out, guys.